a couple of weeks ago on my Instagram story, and most of the questions that I got were about weight loss and losing weight, so I thought I'd just film a quick video to sort of answer all your questions all in one. So a quick little recap. In the last 2 years, I've lost about 48 pounds. That's like, I think 22 kgs, I think. And I'm kind of still on that journey, and I'm still looking to lose a bit more, about another 20 pounds or so. But yeah, I just got a lot of questions about that, so I thought, you know, I might as well do one now, because I was going to save it until I reach my goal weight and then film, but I'm just going to do it now. So for those of you that are interested, these are 3 tips that I personally would recommend for losing weight, because it's exactly what I did. And so yeah, if you're interested, then stick around. Okay, so the first tip that I would recommend is to focus on you and your eating, and stop dieting. Basically, if there are all these diets that come out every year, and trust me, I have tried all of them. You lose like maybe 5 kilos or something like that. Before you know it, you gain it all back. So what I would recommend is to just stop dieting and kind of figure out what works for you. For me, I like a challenge and I'm a bit competitive, so I did the Whole30 challenge, which is basically eating a Paleolithic diet for 30 days and then slowly reintroducing certain foods into your diet and kind of seeing how your body responds to those foods. So after the 30 days, I realized that I'm actually, like, my body doesn't do well with dairy. When I eat dairy, I get bloated and I break out in spots. So yeah, I would recommend trying something like that, and then it'll kind of teach you what your body likes and doesn't like. Even after the 30 days, for about a year and a half afterwards, I was still paleo. Now I would say I eat maybe like 70 to 80% paleo. Yeah, so just figure out what works for you, and I would start by detoxing, like with something like the Whole30. Okay, and now we're on to the second tip. The second thing that I would recommend is finding a workout that works for you. So I've had a gym membership since I was like 16. I've been trying on and off. You do like 30 minutes of this at your own pace. Maybe your rest period was like 15 minutes of those 30 minutes. I was not losing anything by going to the gym, and after a while I decided to get a PT, but I didn't just want to get one PT that would just do the same old thing and I'd get bored. I signed up to this app, which I'm not going to recommend because I think they were really bad, but it is basically like an Uber for personal trainers. So I got to try lots of different personal trainers, and I finally found one that I really liked, and I started doing boxing, which was like the best thing for me, I think, because at first I hated it because I thought I was really bad at it, but then the more you do it, you kind of lose weight effortlessly because it's kind of a fun activity. So yeah, I would recommend finding the kind of workout that works for you, and if you're like me, I need variety. So I would recommend something like boxing, there's kickboxing, there's lots of different classes that you can kind of take, but don't just be going to the gym by yourself every day. You're gonna get bored and not stick to it. Okay, the final tip, and I'm not saying it's just these 3 things that you need to do to lose weight, because it does require a little bit more. The last tip has to do with kind of keeping the weight off. I would recommend intermittent fasting, and I know it's like the new sort of fad thing that people kind of are doing now, but I would totally recommend it, especially when maybe your eating is a little bit off, or you're not working out as much as you should. I would definitely recommend intermittent fasting, or OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, if you can. I won't go into details of all the benefits of intermittent fasting, but I'm trying to keep this video short, so do your Googles. It's really great for you, and especially for me when I'm indulging, like over Christmas or like holidays, or you're a little bit more relaxed with like what you eat, I would recommend doing intermittent fasting, because I don't tend to put on weight at all, regardless of what or how much I eat when I do intermittent fasting. But then that's not to say that that should replace eating good. I'm just saying it's a good way to keep the weight off, and I'm generally not the type of person that eats breakfast anyway, so it was kind of easy for me to do. So there you have it. Those are 3 quick tips for losing weight and keeping the weight off. If you've got any more questions, then let me know. But personally, that is all I did. There were no diets and no quick fix options, I guess. And yeah, it did take me some time. It took me 2 years.